Oh, oh, hello. I know, right? What in the world is Mr. Poole doing in this room? I can't tell you why, but what I can tell you is its previous owner died with old DP here. So I thought that I'd give him his walking papers. Unfortunately, he didn't really like that so much, so he took a tumble, but fret not, folks. He will be back. I promise. Sooner than you think. This guy here, all he does is likes to chat, chat, chat. I, I, I think he's waking up. Why don't we go ahead and bring him in, you know? This is his thing, so why don't we just go ahead and bring him in, you know? Greetings, pals and gals of the YouTube world. It's your boy, the Wolfgamer25, and I would like to welcome you back to another riveting session of Figure Friday. I hope that you liked the newest intro. I thought that I'd give it a try because I got the mask so graciously donated to me by my great, awesome, amazing friends out at GameStop. They really take care of me as much as they can, and I'll never be able to repay them. However, this is actually only one piece of a future cosplay that is in the works. I will bring it together, and I will be happily show you whenever it is all together, pieced together. And I do hope that you enjoy it. For today's session, we will be taking a trip into two different worlds today, folks. One, we'll be taking a step back into the world of my childhood, and another, we will be taking a step into a galaxy that is far, far away, that everybody knows. So, I invite you, please sit back, relax, take a deep breath, put your feet up, have something to drink. If you have nothing, please feel free to go get something. If you haven't eaten, please do your boy a favor and please grab yourself something to eat or something to snack on. Now, I've already eaten, I've already had something to drink, so please fret not. I've taken care of me, but I want you guys to be able to take care of you. Because without you guys, I wouldn't be able to keep pushing and striving and giving you all such great content. So, why don't we just get past the nitty gritty, huh? Why don't we just delve in? I figured that since I'm doing 3 figures today, that's right, we're doing figures only. There will be no statues, there will be no Funkos today, mainly because I'm kind of running out of space for both of those, but there's still going to be a lot more of those to come. Please fret not on that. And but before I do the figures, I would also like to show you something that it's just already recently hit the marketplace. I'm sure everybody's already seen them. Everybody's probably already got theirs, but I actually got mine today. Also, another thing so graciously donated to me or given to me by those folks at GameStop, the brand new Red Camo controller, folks. That's right. Now, I did put in a pre-order for it, but they kept telling me for some reason that they were having some issues. It was in transit. It was always in transit, and I tried my best not to be upset with them, But hey, as long as they got one in and they just put my name on it, they held it for me. That's all I was concerned about. So I figured that I would bring it to you guys and let you see what it looks like, because I will be breaking it in later on tonight. Stream-wise for the gameplay, probably tomorrow. Ooh, looks even better out of the box. Come here, you gorgeous creature, you. Check that out. That is gorgeous. I like also, they kept the retro colors, standard ones of the PlayStation. It's got that new controller feel. Everything feels rough. Everything feels brand new. Sensor bar here, all that stuff. I really can't wait to break this in. But before I do all that, I'm going to get you guys these figures that I was telling you all about today. As I said, 2 of them we will be taking a step back into one of my favorite fandoms from my childhood, and another will be way beyond the universe of which anybody knows about. Well, people know about it, but hey. So I thought we could start with one of the newest ones. Come here, with that remote. Come here. Now, this particular individual, he is one of 5 of the others if you guys can't tell, today's stream theme is all about villains. That's right, folks. There's not going to be a glimmer of hope in this one. Let me tell you that right now. Um, the reason I say that is because I bought these three. So happy that I found them. I don't know why you're super jelly, Chelsea. I really don't know why. It's just a mask. Anyways. This particular individual, like I said, he's part of a team of 5 others, all multicolored, but also standard colors. You know, red, yellow, blue, pink, and also actually black. Now, you could probably guess where I'm going with this one, but it is a step back into the world of Power Rangers. But this in particular is part of another Power Ranger universe, which I fully got into, and I'm very happy that I found it at an early age because it's part of the Lightning Collection, and he hails from the Power Rangers in Space collection, and he's kind of psychotic, so I got to get him out of that box. Ladies and gentlemen, the Psycho Blue Ranger. Now, as I said, Ranger, indeed, yes. Good, no. Evil, extremely. Psycho, yes, very. These 5 particular uh, creations, as it were, because they're not humans. I mean, they can pose as human, but they're in no way they're human. Not nothing, you know. Get him right there. Now, the blue one is, I mean, he's not my favorite, but next to the red one, he's actually one of my favorites because what these guys are, they were made by one of the evil space empress known as Astronema. And her, of course, you know, the main goal of every single Power Rangers villain is take over the world, enslave humanity, mass chaos, right? But she couldn't do that because, you know, hey, the Space Rangers, the New Age Rangers, you know, Andros, Cassie, Carlos, and the others, you know, they stood in the way, of course. But when she enlisted some help, these guys were created to basically mirror, I'm gonna say, the Space Rangers, because in a way they are better than the Rangers. They're faster, they're stronger, more agile, they're more powerful, more destructive. And the way Astronema made them is that they had a deep hatred of everything that is good, everything that is decent. And of course, as you can guess it, they hated the Rangers. But not only did they hate the Rangers, but they needed them in order to survive. Because in a way, they had like a sort of symbiotic characteristic because they would use their abilities that they had, a certain ability that they had, in order to gain stuff like information or valuable secrets from the Rangers themselves, just by touching their head or their helmets a piece. They can absorb it through touch. And this one in particular, of course, the only thing about them is that they were greedy, right? They only stuck to a certain color that pertained only to them. You know, red on red, blue on blue, pink on pink, yellow on yellow. And to me, these guys, the 5 Psycho Rangers, they were the Rangers and they're the Power Rangers, one of the greatest enemies that they've gone up against so far. Yes, of course, there were many in the world, but the Psycho Rangers definitely made it onto the top 10 when it comes down to evil. So let's see what you got here. Got your now, like his Red Ranger counterpart, the Psycho Red Ranger, or like all the Rangers in the Psycho Rangers, they each come with their own unique weapons. And excuse me, sorry. And what's cool about these guys in particular is that even though the Rangers had their own set weapons, these guys, their weapons, they were kind of the same, just a little more stepped up, a little more destructive, if you will. And in this case, the Blue Ranger's weapon was known as the Astro Axe. And unfortunately for him, this guy, I can't remember what exactly his name or what he called his axe, but it actually looks a lot more sick, you know. But I just figured that I'll get him set up for you guys. You can have a look at him. Because as you can see, he's rocking the blue, rocking the black and blue. And I know you can't tell, but is this green that's coming out of his fingers? That's actually energy beams that he's shooting out. Because between him and the others, or his team of psychos, they would actually use the energy blasting ability in order to combine. Not only, yes, to cause massive damage, but in a way, it was causing them to drain their life force away. Because that's also another thing that they took away from the Rangers was life force. And excuse me. And as I said, with these guys in particular, yes, it's true. Astronema, she was the main villain in the space series, but when it came down to it, these guys were basically next up, right behind her, because they always gave the Rangers a run for their money. It always seemed like they could never beat them. But hey, I'm happy that I found him. I'm still on the hunt for the red one, because I do believe he comes in a dual pack with the Red Lost Galaxy Ranger, and I'm going to try to track him down as best I can and get him in here, join the team of the figures that I have, so that I may showcase him. So just sit right there for me. Thank you. Don't move. Don't move. Just sit up. Just sit up for me. Thank you. Okay. Move back. Move back. Okay. Stay there. Now, the next particular individual, he hails from the very first Ranger series that started it all. He comes from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. He served as a right-hand man to both Rita and Lord Zed, and he also went one-on-one with both the Red Ranger and both the Green Ranger at the same time. However, I believe his greatest battle was in turn with the Red Ranger, because he went one-on-one with him in one of the Forbidden Chambers in Rita's lair. And of course, I always liked this one in particular next to Lord Zed. I always thought he was one of my favorite villains, because he brought a certain dynamic to Rita and Lord Zed. He was always by their side no matter what happened. He was, in a way though, he was seeking to take the throne away, as it were, from either Lord Zed or even Rita. But he still showed extreme loyalty. He always fought until he couldn't really go anymore, and I really like that about him, because even though, yes, he's a villain, he's still one of my favorites. Even as a kid, he kind of scared the hell out of me, because in a way, during that time, it was all puppetry and all that good stuff. So I took him for a doll, but I mean, as it turns out, he's not. He's something a whole lot worse. But he always seemed to have this smile about him, a very golden smile, as it were. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Goldar. Again, another part of the Legacy Collection, Legacy Lightning Collection. Sorry. Just get him open. Okay. Come here, Goldar. Come here, Goldie. And I do remember the last time that I saw Mr. Goldie here, or Mr. Goldar, the old Goldar, let me put it to you that way. I remember the last time I saw him was actually in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. And I still can't get over that one, because that was one of the many first movies that I went to see when it was in the theaters. I must have gone at least, I don't know, 3 times to see it. But hey, come on, I couldn't help myself. It was one of my favorites, and I'm happy. Yes, it's true, my folks thought I was obsessed, but can you blame me? I was. Ow, easy. Get back in there, Mr. Box. Now, okay, we've got a little energy beam with him, all right. Of course, sword. Sword, Goldar. I always liked this sword because it always had that little gem in the middle, and of course, like I said, during that time, they could make it. They could make a plastic sword like that. They could make it shine like the brighter than the sun. Okay. And of course, he comes with interchangeable hands. Yes, that's always fun. I'm not really sure if it matters, like what side his wings go on. I mean, I like to think that as long as the little side is towards the back side, I think it's good. All right, now Goldar, take up your sword. Take up your sword, Goldar. Oh, sorry, wrong hand. Whoops. And I love the detail on him. I love the color. Spot on, right from the 90s series. His face too. All of his armor, all of his plating is ridiculously close. There we go, Goldie. Uh-oh. No. Wait a minute. There he is. There's Mr. Goldar. As you can see, he's sporting that golden smile yet again. If the camera just relaxes. Don't worry, as the gleam that's over there to the right side, that's actually from the lights. Don't worry. And as I said, he's also got his little hair accessories here. I like to think those were always like stingers of some sort. I'm pretty sure they were, but I mean, I didn't really get a chance to delve into a lot of information about him. The only thing that I was told was that, as the Rangers, felt that yes, it's true. He was always beaten in the end, but him and along with Scorpina were all dream team to me, because I thought that they just were like destructive together. And at the same time, normally when it came to growing, they would always need like something to help them, like Lord Zed's bomb. Normally when it came to growing, they would always need like something to help them, like Lord Zed's bomb. Because to this day, I still remember his face from the Ranger days, and just like that whole lower lip mount. Of course, the words come out, but hey, it still looked awesome, and I love it. I'll never get tired of watching that show.